Ladies and gentlemen,
You
welcome back
already
to the
know what time it
CNT
is.
podcast.
You know what time it is. You know it. You know it.
It's
Um,
time for the
last
legendary
week
duo to get back in business.
there's no episode last week. We can totally blame Tommy for that. I was out of town. It was his job to get an episode ready.
I'm not going to sit here and tolerate the slander.
Am I wrong?
You are partially right.
I'm
You were,
partially
in
right.
fact, out of town. I'm so glad
No,
you paid
and
attention.
and it was your responsibility to get the episode ready. In all seriousness, I'm just kidding, but Tommy, we were going on. We were 2 years in a row where we had not missed an episode. That streak is now dead.
We got to rebound we got to rebound from here. Hey, 3 years now. Let's do this.
I gotta get a new recording spot because this lighting is not doing me justice. I'm gonna have to fix it for my talk from what I have for talk of the week. Entertain the people, Tommy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. While Justin is off gallivanting, fretting about his lighting situation, I want to talk to y'all. Just want to talk. How are y'all doing? We don't really, there's not a lot of fourth wall breaking that goes on the CNT podcast, but we hope that you guys we hope that you guys enjoy these. Like we say that, at the end, just that, kind of as tradition, but hope you really enjoy these. So, what? Are you still there,
That didn't
Justin?
fix it. That didn't. Tommy, I'm fretting. I'm fretting.
I
Let
I,
me
I see
try
that.
something. You were supposed to remind me that my lighting's bad before we start recording.
Nope,
That's another one of your responsibility.
nope, it's not my job. That one's not my job,
But
and
you
I enjoy
admit
that
that
not being my job,
you admit the other one is your job.
partially.
Um, Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh,
Also,
mm.
also, as I'm
Also,
thinking about it,
also,
the Rockies have now scored 24 runs in two spring training games. I'd love to see that.
okay, and
Zach Bean looked really good.
they won't score more than that in the entire season.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I'm actually going to a Rockies game, and Tommy's not.
Oh yeah, because you're going to the one against in Seattle, right?
Yeah, I should be going to two if I go out there.
Hey, love to
True
have you out
story.
here. So
Okay, that's not working. You just not to have bad lighting on my end for an episode. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think it
Card of the
looks
week.
fine. I think it looks fine.
Card of the week is not a card. It doesn't even fit in frame. Guess who it is to the viewers?
Number four,
If
orange and
you
blue.
guessed Albert Almora Jr., you are correct. It is a game used Albert Almora bat that is signed from when he was a Met.
You
I bought this from none other than Dylan himself from the CNT podcast.
love that.
Game used bat.
It looks nice.
Home run. I love
Ground
Albert
out to
Almora.
second.
You're fired.
Hmm.
You're fired.
Okay.
Get out.
See.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't think that through. I should have waited till after the episode. Um.
Yeah, there was very little planning on your part.
He's back. God, this. Oh, he's gone.
All
Okay,
right,
so
Justin.
we're gonna just talk about how
Let,
poverty the Rockies are and how horrible they are for the whole hour episode. Yeah, the Rockies, worst team I've ever seen. Like, if you're a fan of them, I would just stop watching baseball altogether. I mean, the Rockies just suck.
that's not nice. That's
Ah,
that's not nice.
it's true though, right? Hey, let's get into the episode, shall we?
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about the new MLB Pitch Clock rules. Love them or hate them, we want to break down the rule itself, like what it means for baseball going forward, and our personal opinions on it. Just if
Sorry,
you don't
wait.
mind,
Can I take a pause? Can I take a pause? Sorry.
yeah.
I think I know how to fix my lighting.
Oh goodness gracious, no, we're not doing this, Justin.
If this doesn't work, we'll be done. I'll just sit and deal with it.
Nope, too dark. It's gonna be too dark.
I'm not done, Thomas.
That's a really eerie background compared to mine.
Okay.
Too bright.
You may be in Puerto Loco. Deal with it, Tommy. Deal with it, okay?
All right.
I like this better than what I had before. I'm sorry. My window's right there, but it's not centered like it used to be. So then it's like all bright. Like I gotta work on my lighting and figuring it out. I'll have it ready for next episode. I'm very sorry about this.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, let's actually get into the episode. I'm so sorry for the delay.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about the actual rules, like the physical rules of the pitch clock for the 2023 MLB season, and assumedly continuing on, assuming that the rules, stays in place. First, the pitch timer has 15 seconds on it if the bases are empty, and 20 if the runners are on. The hitter gets one timeout per plate appearance, and they must be in the batter's box with 8 seconds left on the pitch clock. The other thing to keep in mind is pitchers get 2 disengagements, pickoff attempts or step offs per batter. After that, it is a balk, which is still a wild rule. I mean, in all facets. But I love this.
I see both sides to it. I'm the middle ground. Can you believe it? Justin's in the middle ground for an episode.
This is not right. There's something wrong with this.
I know. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Can I give my side? Then you can kind of give your devil's advocate for the other side, like why you see the other side.
I would love to be the devil on your shoulder.
So the reason I really like this is that even as a purist, like I recognize the fact that, like people like Pedro Baez, you're sitting there and you're able to take a power nap. You're able to just be like, all right, wake me up when the next pitch is, and you're feeling well rested before the next pitch comes. Like I mean, obviously, hyperbole, but it is getting to the point of it's that bad. Like the games themselves are losing, even me. And I want to watch, and I want to go to as many games as possible, but like we recognize the formula that has worked was short games, lots of action, and the stars, right? Those are the 3 elements that have made baseball what it is today across the past 150 plus years, right? With this, I mean, you already have the first 2. I mean, there's plenty of action and there are plenty of stars. The MLB, if nothing else, does a great job at making stars. But with this less time, we are getting more concise action and just a more fun product.
But you're ruining the integrity of the game. I mean, the fact that a game ended because the batter didn't get into the batter's box with the bases loaded by 8 seconds is wild to me. Like
that's a spring training thing. Keeping that in mind, that game would have gone into extra innings and it would have been fine.
But what if they were down by 1 in the bottom of the 9th in the World Series? Then there
has to be situational awareness. That, in my opinion, that is what it comes down to. Is that guy? I mean, that's not going to happen in the World Series. I can guarantee you that. And the reason that I say that.
But what if?
What if is then it's his fault. That guy has to have situational awareness. These guys have had these rules in place for months. And if by the time you make it to the World Series, that'll be practically a year that has been instituted.
I say no pitch clock in the 9th inning. A game shouldn't end like that. Because
You
also
don't.
could be he could also be dating into the box with 9 seconds left, and but the ump makes a mistake. Like human mistakes happen, but and if the pitch clock will be abolished if things like this continue to happen. So don't have the pitch clock in the ninth inning. Don't leave anything to chance in the ninth inning.
On the other hand, don't make that mistake. Follow the rules.
Okay,
That's
but
the
what
argument I'm
happens?
going to
What
stick with
happens
is
if the ump? What happens if the ump makes the mistake?
don't leave it up to the
Calls him
ump.
out.
Don't leave it up to the
But
ump.
he got in on time. He did everything right. He took his time as much as he could. He got in on time, but the ump makes bad calls. That's like saying don't not swing at a ball because the ump might call it a strike. The ump might make the mistake, which is why
You
maybe
can't
don't have the
assume,
pitch
you
clock in the
can't
ninth.
bank on a mistake. You can't argue that a mistake is going to happen because like they're
I
paid
guarantee the ump will
hundreds of
make a
thousands of
mistake,
dollars for mistakes not to be
and
made.
they still make
But the
plenty of
thing
mistakes
is
on balls and strikes.
you can't go off of that. I mean, sure
Why
you. I mean,
not? In this debacle about whether we should have it or not. I say we have it, just not in the ninth inning. This is when the time to bring that up. It is like you can't say you can't do that. This is the time I can do that. Actually,
no, I'm saying the reason that you can't bring that up is that you aren't actually like that's not the point, if you will.
it's part of my reason why we shouldn't have it in the ninth. Is umps make mistakes. God knows fans get
Yes. Yes.
furious when they do. So
No,
I'm
no,
just saying,
and
don't leave
keeping in
this
mind,
up to
we are
fate.
both in that same boat. Like we both
Mhm.
agree. The umps, like there are many situations where umps have ruined games.
Don't let this rule die out because you leave things to chance in the ninth. Just don't have it in the ninth inning. That's one inning where you don't have it. It's not that big of a deal. And then the games won't end on a pitch clock violation.
I maintain don't screw it up. That's my thought on it at the end of the day is don't screw it up. You are put in a position where you are told this is what you have to do. You have to follow that rule. That's the thing. All right. So, okay, let's go back to the balls and strikes example, right? With balls and strikes, you have a zone that you vaguely understand, right? When I'm not supposed to swing at pitches outside of this box, but if they're inside this box, I should swing at them or at least attempt to do something with it, most likely, right?
Mhm.
Unless it's 3-0, you don't swing on a 3-0 pitch ever. It's just not what you do.
Okay, whoa.
You'd never swing on
On
3-0.
3-0 swinging daddy hacks. Nice try. Don't play that old timers game. Let the kids play. Let the kids play.
This is the same guy who said you're ruining the integrity of the game.
I did
Then
that as
you,
a joke because that's what people are saying about the pitch clock. I don't actually believe that. I think we should have the pitch clock. Just
yeah,
I'm not even saying for sure don't have that. I'm saying it's an option that we should look into.
yeah,
But that was a joke.
yeah.
I
But
said that as
you
a
get my
joke. I'm
you
not
get my
being
point.
serious by it.
Like you have a set of rules that you have to follow with that. I mean, you leave it up to chance with the umpire, but you have to do it based on your best judgment. That is the same thing as this pitch clock. Let's put it this way: if you don't, I mean, the Savannah Bananas. I'm going to keep going back to this because I feel like it's actually a very good argument for
Dude
how games
loves
are
the
timed.
bananas.
For
He
how
is a
games are
big
timed, right?
banana guy.
Big banana guy. The thing is they are able to fit 9 innings within 2 hours. So all that I'm saying and all that I'm thinking is that if they can do that, I mean, heck, we were looking at 3+ hour games consistently, right? That was like the pretty much the standard. We don't
Last year's average was 3 hours 20 minutes a game.
we don't have I mean, heck, we don't have to hit that 2 hour mark. If we hit 2.5 hours, right? Say we hit 2.5 this year.
Which is
We cut
which
off
is the average with the pitch clock this spring training so far.
which we we do that, then like you are putting you're putting everything in a better position to happen. So like this is better for the game, and thus like the ninth is also where it's going to take the most time. Like if you're like the whole point of the pitch clock, what's the point of the pitch clock is to eliminate time, right? It's like to eliminate time out
No,
of the game.
kind of. The point of the pitch clock, the problem is not how long games are. The problem is how long pitchers take in between pitches. The pitch clock eliminates that. They're not necessarily trying to speed up the game. They're trying to speed up how much time in between pitches.
Which does have the cumulative effect
Yes,
of
it has that cumulative effect, but that's not why they implemented the pitch clock. And I feel like a lot of people don't fully get that. I'd be fine sitting down watching 3 hours of baseball if it wasn't 45 minutes of just in between pitches.
that
Like if
Pedro
a
Baez
game,
example still stands out.
yes, like if games were 3 hours with the pitch clock being what it is, it'd be a lot easier to sit down and watch. Like eliminating in pitch time in between pitches, it's like they're not trying to ruin the game. They're just trying to make it more bearable for not diehard
Yeah.
fans to watch.
And you also don't like they don't need as long as they're taking.
They don't.
Also, by the way, did you see Christian Javier or Luis Garcia, one of the two, got rid of his like long-winded windup because he couldn't use it anymore because of the pitch clock.
Luis
Do you see that?
Garcia.
It was Luis Garcia.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Astros. That guy was really good in the postseason, by the way.
He was.
Sha-
Now it's different. Will he still be good? Probably not, because the Astros suck. Big Cheetos.
But going off the actual logistics of logistics of it, I think it'll be interesting to see because I don't know if he's pitched yet in spring training. I don't know. I don't follow
I don't
the
think he
NBA that
has.
closely. But either way, like you really do have a rhythm and a mechanism and everything else that works for you. So like to see that potentially compromised is going to be interesting.
Mhm.
At the same time, though, this solves so many problems.
It does. It really does. I mean, this might be a little too not broad of a subject for a whole episode, but like the main gist of it stops time in between pitches, which makes it more bearable to watch. Me and Tommy are both all for it. I
Oh,
mean,
can I say another one about another rule change that I think has gone well thus far, at least?
no. Yes, of course.
Not having the shift. I haven't noticed a massive like change in how I watch the game at all. Like I really like that.
See, I'm like 50-50 on the shift because like I understand not having it, but also it was a strategy and a gamble. And like why are we rewarding lefties who don't learn how to hit against the shift, like Joey Gallo, but then limiting Anthony Rizzo who did learn how to hit against the shift? Like I
Mhm.
personally think they shouldn't have banned the shift. Like at that point, you're taking strategy out of the game and you're rewarding players who are struggling.
No, I still think that it shouldn't have changed. My point wasn't whether it was good or not. My point was I haven't noticed a massive difference in like play, if that makes sense.
Neither have I.
Which I liked. Like I feel like a lot of these rule changes, like even the pitch clock has felt a little obtrusive at times. But having this, I felt like it's a very solid like it's been a very solid change. And like there hasn't been too much of a change, but I feel like as time goes on, we're gonna see examples where where it is gonna work out well. Honestly, possibly on both sides too.
Mhm. Sorry. My dog is trying to leave. Misty doesn't want to listen to CNT anymore.
Yeah,
Tommy,
she doesn't understand.
your outrageous takes have
Wait, I don't think there was any takes that were truly outrageous, as Justin freezes. All right. So, Justin, I had a question for you.
of an answer.
What do you think about the bigger
Maybe
bases?
maybe the match. Um, I love the big bases.
Really?
More stolen bases. More stolen bases. I love it.
Do
I
you
love
really
it.
think it's gonna have that bit? I mean,
There's less distance to it. There's more ground for a fielder to cover to tag someone. Like, there's definitely gonna be more attempts, and so that more attempts lead to more stolen bases. I love it.
yeah. I just question if its desired purpose is actually gonna work.
Their
But
desired purpose is to reduce injuries, not to steal
that's
bases.
my point. Is I don't know if that is going to accomplish anything because I feel like a lot of the time the injuries on stealing bases are the jamming of the wrist and like the fingers. Like I feel like that's what happened. I mean, obviously, they have the sliding gloves and everything. But I feel like that's what causes it more often rather than, any contact with a fielder. So
Hmm.
like I feel like that I feel like that doesn't really solve the problem. I don't really know what you would do to solve like I say that not having an actual solution, but like I don't think there's a real solution to the problem.
Look at Tommy, always complaining about something but never having the solution. Yeah, no,
Dang.
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I'd agree. That it probably won't solve their desired outcome, but I still like the rule.
Yeah, no, I like the rule. I just feel like they're doing it for the wrong like if you want to say we want to increase stolen bases, just say that you're gonna
They should want to. Stolen bases are awesome.
we have varying viewpoints on that one.
Stolen bases are the greatest thing about baseball. I live, I die, I breathe for them.
Hmm, that's
I
bold.
put sweat, blood, and tears into my love for stolen bases.
Wow.
You want to know why I love stolen bases so much?
Why do you love stolen bases?
When I played baseball, the only thing I was the best at on my team was stealing bases.
It all makes sense now.
And I put my team in a position to win many times.
Well, I think that's a good thing.
Stolen bases are elite. Anyone who disagrees does not know ball.
They don't.
They don't.
Hmm.
It's as simple as that. In all honesty, I mean, am I wrong?
Um, I don't know. I like stolen bases for the actual event of a stolen base. I hate them for stats.
Oh, you were so silly. Yeah, how like you're supposed to just do that and not get it counted towards your stats? That's awfully silly, Tommy.
I don't know. I just don't. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen with a stolen base that aren't actually indicative of, like speed.
I'm gonna pull up a little CNT post on Instagram from a little bit ago.
Like I said, like it's a
I'm gonna
lot
help
of
you out.
there's a lot of excitement and all that. Like in the actual event, like I love watching like I love stolen bases happening. Like the anticipation of the pop time to the run to the tag to the call. Like every single facet of that is fun and like really makes me like is really one of those events that makes me so excited. But at the same time, the stat is terrible.
I just sold my stolen bases one, so it's why stolen bases are underrated. Runners get into scoring position. Stealing bases increases runs. Stolen bases attempts lead to errors. Successful attempts get into the other team's head. You know I'm right.
That last one for sure.
You know I'm right. Stolen bases are tight. They call me a lyrical genius. You know I'm right. Stolen bases are tight.
Mm-hmm.
The pitch clock is the right clock.
The pitch clock is certainly the right clock.
Stolen bases are tight. You know I'm right.
You just trying to make bars now? Is that what this is?
That Carson's talking more like bars and talk. Ah,
No, that's not what
I'm
we're
a
doing.
lyrical genius. Collecting baseball cards. They call me a pod caster. Oh, I'm good at this. Believe it or not, none of these were written down beforehand.
Yeah, no, I believe that. This is kind of seen.
Okay, Tommy. I'll remember that.
Oh, can I make one other point on the pitch clock?
No, go
Okay.
ahead. How many times did you let me make that joke?
Well, I'm not just gonna be
Go.
like, Justin, this is what we're doing now. I'm not, I'm not, I ain't like that. You might be, but I
What
ain't.
do you want to say about the pitch clock? No.
I want to say that I like the rule about limiting how many times a pickoff move happens.
Yeah.
I
Except
hate.
except I'll miss heckling the pitcher when they do it like 3 times in an at bat at a game. I'll miss heckling the
I'll miss
pitcher
the
for
actual
that.
heckling of it, but I don't miss why I'm heckling
Yeah.
because it is so annoying when you're just sitting there and they're like,
Pick off.
you're
Pick
not gonna
off.
get the guy.
Pick off. Pick off. Pick off. Pitch. Pick off. Pick off. Pick off. Pick off. Pick off.
It's
Pick
so
off.
annoying.
Pitch.
Now it's just
Pick
down to
off.
two.
Pick
Now it's
off.
down to two, and
Pick
it's
off.
perfect. Where it is at two, I think is the right number.
I agree. And we can still heckle them when they do it.
I'm just waiting for somebody to do it a third time and get a balk. I'm waiting for it because we already know somebody's going to do it.
It's gonna be the Rockies, and then you can't laugh at them.
No, it's gonna be sorry, I hate to break it to you, but it's gonna be Marcus Stroman specifically.
Watch yourself.
No,
Watch yourself.
I ain't gotta watch anything. Remember, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself. And the Cubs better check themselves before they get wrecked by the Rockies.
Okay, let's be real here, Tommy. The Rockies suck so badly.
Until they lose a
The
lot, I'm
only
still gonna
the
have hope.
only bright spot is the prospects who won't make it to the league for another 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, CJ Crone. Love CJ Crone.
He'll be traded by the end of the year.
Yeah. But still, until he
For a
leaves, I
bag of
love him.
chips, and you're gonna pay them 50 million. You're gonna pay the Cubs 50 million to take him.
You don't need him.
Yeah, well, neither do you. You're not gonna
Actually,
be
actually,
winning
you
any
really do. You have
games.
Eric Hosmer. You really do.
No, because we got Matt Marvis and Trey Mancini.
You have Trey Mancini.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still use him though.
Yeah. You'll probably pay us 50 million to take him as well.
It's gonna be a bit before you get to Matt Mervis though. I think Mervis still has another year.
I don't think so. And
I
if he
like him
does,
a
well,
lot.
honestly, how about this? The Cubs get Drew Romo, Zach Veen, CJ Crone, and $100 million, and the Rockies can have Eric Hosmer and Braylon Marquez.
No, I'm good.
It's a better trade than the Nolan Arenado one, though.
It is not, but
Actually, it is.
it really isn't.
It is, though.
Nope.
Okay, fine. You can have Nick Madrigal, too.
It makes it worse. That makes me want to take it even less.
Okay. Listen to the sign, or you have to be a Rockies fan.
Hey, I'll tell you what. For one thing, even as Rockies fans, all I'm saying, all I'm saying is that you're gonna have
It
a good time.
sucks.
You're gonna have a good
No,
time.
you
And
won't.
let me tell you
You
why.
won't.
Let me
You
tell you
won't see
why.
the postseason. You won't
Let
even
me tell you
smell
why.
the postseason for 20 years.
Let me tell you why. Yeah, there's more to having fun as a baseball fan than the postseason, as Mariners fans can attest to. There's more. There's
It
more
really
to it.
sucks to be a Mariners and a Rockies fan.
You can enjoy all of the happy moments because you're expecting the sad moments. The sad moments don't
All
hurt you.
you can
You're
celebrate
already
all.
gone.
You
The
can
sad moments
celebrate
don't
all.
hurt you. The sad moments don't hurt you. So
You can celebrate
you can celebrate even bigger the
the
victories.
two happy moments. The two happy moments. All two happy moments you can celebrate.
That's not true. I'll have you know.
Stop muting me. You're staring.
And besides, there's plenty of fun moments throughout the year that you can enjoy. So become a
Yeah,
Rockies fan.
all two. All
There's
two.
more than that.
Okay, you're right. Three.
There's more than that.
Okay, fine. Five. Take it or leave it. Five.
Ooh, that's a pretty solid offer.
Listen to the sign though, for real. I
Yeah,
can
but
confirm
listen
good
to
things
the
come.
sign. Listen to the sign. All right. Here's the deal. Listen to the sign or Nick Madrigal is going to become your team star player.
That'd be a pretty good team.
Your team isn't winning 40 games.
So the Rockies.
No, the Rockies are winning 60.
You watch right into that, you Rockies fan.
And you had this great bit going. Justin, this is how your bit was going. It was like, ooh, oh. You just blew.
There is no
you fell there at the
Justin.
end.
There is only the sign.
Listen to the sign. The sign is the word.
The board is the ward.
No, the bird is in fact not the word.
The ward is the board.
The word is the bird. Holy smokes!
Has everybody heard about the board?
So that's when Justin gets muted, and like permanently muted. We don't let Justin talk after something like that. Like just the two of us was a good bit. Like that was fun when he sang that. But if he's gonna come out here and start singing "Bird is the word," we're gonna have some problems.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Go baseball. Sorry. What? Yeah. By the way, I just want to make one other thing known while I'm here.
The Rockies suck.
Want to make one thing known that the pitch clock is going to cost the Cubs at least 5 wins. Just putting that out there. They might now get third place if they're lucky.
It's finally coming from the last place team in their division.
Yeah, but no, we go into the season expecting that. You guys actually have like hopes and dreams, and those get
Yeah,
crushed.
you don't. You haven't had
don't.
hopes and dreams since 2015.
You can't 2018. You can't be disappointed.
3 extra years. Ooh,
you can't be disappointed if there's nothing to be disappointed about.
So you're saying if you went 0 and 162, you wouldn't be disappointed?
No, I'd be disappointed then.
Oh my god, the amount of shit talk I would give you if they went 0 and 162.
Okay, here. Can we make a bet?
Yes, maybe.
Oh, if the Rockies go 0 and 162 for 5 minutes at the end of the season, for 5 minutes, you will have an uninterrupted time to completely to yourself to say as much as you want about the Rockies.
Deal. Bet.
All right.
Now they're gonna go 100. They're gonna go 1 and 160 and 1.
That'd be hilarious.
With one win against the World Series champions of the year. Like whichever team will win the World Series will have lost 1 game to the Rockies, and that will be the Rockies' only win.
That would be comical. Comical.
So in other words, the Rockies would lose to the Cubs.
No, in other words, the team that they would beat. Actually, no, we're not going to do World Series predictions yet. You guys don't get that. We're gonna have to wait until our full season preview.
Spoiler alert, mine is Cubs versus Athletics. You heard it here first. Cubs Athletics. Book it.
Can you imagine how terrible of a series that would be?
Okay, you know what, Tommy? I would enjoy that series.
Well, I'm sure you would because the Cubs would sweep the Athletics.
Yeah.
No, the Cubs would find some way to lose that game.
Okay, that is what we're going to call it. Because you're being rude and I have work soon. And my computer's about to die.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. As Justin said, listen to the sign, subscribe to the CNT podcast. Thank you all so much for watching.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Peace.